Alright, so here's the deal today, y'all. Pull a little quick vacuum on this covering cylinder. Well, I was out here a few weeks ago, changed this valve. This is a Sanhua valve. This is what Hussmann has went back with on the Freedom line merchandisers. I guess to save money, it's Chinese made, you know, but as with everything that we get from China, it's not always the best quality. So same thing was happening when I changed this out, which was high superheat in around the 40s. Saturation temperature, my coil was under 0 degrees. Suction pressure was around 13, I believe. On these coolers, my suction pressure should be more in the 45 to 50 degree range. Saturation, I'd like it to be around 15 degrees, possibly. Superheat 6 to 8. But so after talking with them on the phone, they said, hey, compressor's probably not pumping to capacity, so I went and got compressor ASC 28. We're going to replace that today, but I do not think that's the issue. I really think it's the valve. I could be wrong, but to really reinforce how much I think that my assumption is correct, my original diagnostic was correct. I brought a valve that I actually trust. This is a Sporlan SBQ valve, balance port. Got a 448 power head. I got a AAA orifice. So I'm changing the compressor out. If that doesn't fix my issue, which I really don't think it will, I'm going to change my valve out with this valve, verify operations, and I'll send it, and I'm going to let Hussmann know how I feel about it. But it is what it is. You know, they got a bunch of paper pushers sitting behind the desk, and that's what they do. They read from a flow chart, and they said, if you check this, this, and this, and this, they don't know anything about refrigeration, how the stuff works, and they're not in the field every day like I am. So all I can do is take their suggestion. They're going to be the ones paying for it anyway. So, but I have this, and I will put this back. I will not put another Sanhua valve on a case anymore. I will always go back with my valve that I'll build myself, so I don't have any questions, and there's no concerns raised in that area. So we'll see what happens, and I'll let y'all know. Changed out the compressor, got the new compressor in, old compressor's out. Pressurized with nitrogen, got a little leak check. One solder joins, that one was 2. Looks like we're good. I want this to work, but at the same time, I want my diagnosis to be correct with that valve, so we'll see. Alright, it's been running for probably around 10 minutes now. These are my pressures. That's my superheat, 57 degrees. You see my saturation is already at 7 degrees. My coil shouldn't even be that cold on medium temp. My case has dropped 0 degrees since I started it up. So, and also my valve is freezing up, as you can see, and my distributor as well. I opened the valve wide open, still no change. So I had to go put this Sporlan on here, and we'll call it. I'll always continue to raise the power and put together DQ valves, DQ valves. This is balance port, externally equalized valve with the right angle on this end, 90. I have the AAA red cartridge, which is for 1/3 horsepower This is what I love my slim jaw lines for as well. Working on these valves, taking them apart. Tight, and then around the quarter turn after hand tight. Hand tight, and the quarter turn. Show you my pressure looking like on this. Feeling vacuum right now. Took this piece of junk off, Chinese made crap. Put this bad boy on, leak checked it, no leaks. And we'll see what happens. I'll show you all my pressures, my superheat, all that good stuff once I get this vacuum pulled and get it charged back up. So glad I found this, glad I brought a Sporlan SPQE valve with me, with the AAA red orifice and that 448 thermostatic expansion element. I had a feeling that's what it was. I replaced more than a few of these. Sometimes the new ones will go back in, they'll work fine. Sometimes we'll go through three or four of them before we finally get one that works properly. And it sucks for the customer, sucks for us, ruins morale, having to go back to the same site, placing the same part over and over again. Sending out an email today about these valves that we have one of these go bad, regardless whether it's warranty or not. It doesn't make sense to the customer or for us to come back out and replace one of these if there's a good chance that it will fail. And this has not been my only time where these have failed. I was also a service manager, and I had multiple texts calling me because, hey, my TXV was bad, I changed it. I was like, are you sure it's the TXV? They're like, yeah, they showed it to me. I'm like, all right, cool, go put another one in. Ordered another warranty one, same thing happened over and over again. Eventually I went back out with a SPQE valve, gave it to the tech, had him put it in. Didn't have any more issues after that. So this is what we're going to be going back with from now on. Forget their warranty. It just doesn't make sense. Got my valve changed out, got to recharge. These are my pressures. This looks a lot more in line than what I had before. 44 degree coil. Case 66 degrees. So, and it's pulling down, so it will be good with this. Alright, I'm not going to stay here for this one any longer than I have to. My case is at 43 degrees. These are my pressures. Saturation is 27.5 degrees. I'm good with that. Superheat's at 11, 10.9. I did just make an adjustment to it. I opened the valve a quarter turn. Usually my suction line is going to be right around my approach, so I'm at 42.6. Case is at 43. Actual temperature is probably closer to 40. I'm not going to put an offset on that. It's within range, but I'm good with this. Sporlan valve to save the day. I'm good with that, man. I'll tell you what, can't get nothing from these Chinese companies anymore. You want to save a few dollars on a case. You have thousands of these cases being made, and they want to save a few dollars. They go back and throw in the cheapest thing. So we're going come back out and
Fix what needs to be fixed. We put in here what we know works, so I'm happy with that. Happy HVAC and y'all.